during last season, we just felt like from the jump we were firing on all cylinders. I think this season, there were a lot more question marks. We have not generally had a junior quarterback who's had a lot of success in his first year starting. Nobody expected that St. Ed's would make a deep playoff run.
I think our football program does a really good job representing what it means to be an Eagle, what it means to go to St. Ed's. There's a really high commitment to excellence, but there's also a real high commitment to humility. And I think that's what gets me really excited about our team.
What legacy do you want to leave at St. Edward?
I want to be known as a person who put the team first, always tried their hardest, created memories that other people take with them for the rest of their life.
I want to leave a legacy of a selfless player, a player who loved his team, loved his teammates, and just wanted to have fun, wanted to win games.
St. Ed's is so much bigger than any individual. So in terms of legacy, I just want to have contributed in a positive way to the community, to the program, and I'm just so grateful to be part of it.
I want to be remembered as a guy that kind of just led the way for other people, who was a leader, who was just an all-around great teammate, great person in the classroom, and great off the field. So I hope I just live up to the Ed's legacy of being a great person all around, not only on the field.
The 2022 football season kicks off in the city of Lakewood as your St. Edward Eagles get ready to battle the Irish of Toledo Central Catholic.
Do you have a favorite moment from the season so far, the regular season? Favorite play?
Yes, actually, first game, I blitzed, got him behind the line of scrimmage, and just everybody rushing over and congratulating me. It really felt good, like a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Hello, my name is Johnny Hutton, and indeed, Johnny making a big play.
Play action, looking downfield, has Grady Lentz-Pfeiffer open at the 10. Touchdown Eagles on the skinny post, and the Eagles go out on top, 13-7. Defense chant by the crowd. Heavy rush coming in, and here comes a sack by Wyatt Gideon. They rushed on the outside, and the Eagles come up huge. Tom Benson, Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. It's the Freedom Bowl as your St. Edward Eagles get ready to tangle against the Vikings of Pittsburgh Central Catholic. There goes Bell, touchdown! 12 yards out, Marvin Bell.
How would you describe the culture of St. Edward football this season?
I think the best way to describe it is just brotherhood. I mean, this is definitely one of the tightest teams we've had. Like last year, we were good and we were connected, but this year, there's something different about this year.
It's just amazing. You'll never find something like St. Ed's. Everyone plays for their teammates. There's nothing like it.
It's no joke. It is a brotherhood. It's something that somebody can call you 15 years from now from the state championship team, and those guys may not have talked for 15 years, but I guarantee you they'll pick up the phone and they'll give them anything they need or help in any way they can, because it really does mean that much when you've gone through the trials and tribulations of a championship run. So I think as people in leadership, coaching positions, you always try to set the example the best you can, to teach, to hold people accountable. But at the end of the day, it's about the kids, these young men who come together and grow up in front of your eyes.
My favorite touchdown was when we went against Cherry Creek and everybody else thought I was down, but I ended up crawling my way into the end zone.
Bell bouncing to the outside, putting his head down, and he is going to be shy of the goal line, but second effort got him in. Wow. He did not touch the turf, and second effort, intestinal fortitude, gets Bell into the house. Here is the ball game. Marshall throwing, pass, intercepted by the Eagles.
Favorite moment this season had to be beating Cherry Creek out of Colorado. Kind of just put us on the map that, we're not just the best team in Ohio, but we can compete with teams all across the country.
It's a battle of top-ranked teams in the state of Ohio as the Elder Panthers come to Lakewood to battle the St. Edward Eagles. Bell again toting the rock, gets it inside, and he's going to get the touchdown, and the Eagles go up 9-7. Bullock with an opening at the 5. He dives in. Touchdown, Eagles. Schuster on 4th down. The game is on the line. Has a receiver open, and it is incomplete. Broken up by Johnny Hutton on the near side. The Eagles now have won 5 in a row against the Elder Panthers. Maslin Tiger Stadium. Today, the Eagles of St. Edward battle the Maslin Tigers. Eagles will get it at the 1-yard line. It's Kion Mason. Right up the middle. He's off to the races. He's down the side. He's at the 40. He's going to bring this one back for 99 yards. Touchdown. No flags. Hartzell getting it. He gets hit. Fumbles the football. And it is recovered by the Eagles inside the red zone. Bell, handoff up the middle. He finds the house for a touchdown. Bullock is going to drop back 3. Here comes the rush. He's looking for Grady on the corner. He'll come up with a catch. Does he hang on?
Yes, he does. Yes,
touchdown,
sir.
Eagles. Grady Lenz Pfeiffer goes over the top.
You guys had a loss mid-season. How did that help the team come together?
We got off to a big, a great start, up 14-0, and weren't able to, continue playing at the level that we started the game at. We gave up explosive plays, and we had inopportune turnovers. And I think when you go back and you look at all that, and you say, even with all that, we had a chance to win the game at the end of the game with a first down, and we didn't get it done because of another inopportune turnover. It says, well, look, even not playing our best, we have a chance to win. Imagine if we, convert those 4 or 5 times in the red zone. Instead of 28 points, now you're talking 45, 50 points maybe. So I think that maybe struck a chord with some of them, and from that point on, we've been playing pretty solid football.
I think we grew a lot from it. Beginning of the year, we were still learning a lot about each other. I think that game allowed us to put the pieces together, fix the mistakes, and grow from that.
It was a wake-up call for sure. Before we were kind of skating by, we were beating good teams, but not by the margins we know that we could. We weren't really playing full games, so I feel like that was really a wake-up call, and ever since then we've been playing, I think, our best football.
After that game, we actually changed the structure of our defense based on how we were beat that game. We've been developing at those new schemes, those new calls, and it's really served us well.
If you're a young man growing up on the west side, this is one that you circle each and every year.
St. Ed's comes into this matchup 5-1. The Wildcats have 4-1.
Do you have a favorite in-game moment?
I would say against St. Ignatius, my one touchdown pass to Kion Mason in the end zone. I think that really got our momentum going, and our student section was loud, a lot of people there. That was probably my favorite moment this year.
Pass up top, looking for Mason. He comes up with the catch. Oh my, touchdown, Eagles! Comes the rush, here comes the pass. Now Watke's gonna go down and he'll lose a yard. To the outside, 15-10, down the sideline, he falls in. Touchdown, Eagles! Mason wide open, and it's a touchdown! Oh, it was a beautiful play. 48-6, St. Ed's wins it tonight.
Do you have a favorite moment from the season so far in the regular season?
I'd have to say beating St. Ignatius by 48-6. I've been around St. Ed's ever since I was little, and I've had a bunch of family who went here, so being able to win the Holy War by that margin was just really something special to me.
Favorite moment would probably be hitting the 46-yard field goal against Moeller to put us up 3-0 in the first half.
He has it up, and it is good! 46 yards on the field goal by Ben Lavelle. Snap is good, the set is up, the kick is away, and it is good. So the Eagles take a 6-0 lead.
Favorite in-game moment. There's been so many of them. I don't know if I could pinpoint one favorite per se. You have to look at going to Cincinnati and shutting out Cincinnati Moeller, who was averaging over 40 points a game. And we did that not only with great defense, but with great ball control offense and great special teams as well. As we faked a punt, made 2 field goals. I think that was, that might have been a highlight so far.
Boys, maybe we'll get a 6 for the other thumb.
I think my favorite moment this year so far would probably be the Hoban game. Just, I'm being completely honest, I do not like Hoban at all. Nothing about them.
Week 10 of the high school football season. 2 teams nationally ranked going at it. These 2 teams are looking for the supremacy in Northeast Ohio tonight.
As a leader in the locker room, what were you saying to some of the guys throughout the playoff run? What was maybe one thing that you felt like you were saying over and over again?
Just stay focused. Don't let any of the wins or any of the media, knock us off track.
From First Federal Lakewood Stadium in Lakewood, Ohio, the second season is about to begin. The road to Canton begins tonight.
All around, people everywhere, always running, no time to spare. I want you to know, if you want to live right, you got to find the fun. Say it loud tonight, say it loud tonight. Come on and holler, holler if you hear me. Come on and holler, holler if you hear me.
We played Ignatius, and that was such a, resounding defeat in the regular season. To play them again in the playoffs, it would be very easy, I think, for a teenager to say, oh, we're going to kill these guys. And I was most impressed by the level of focus all week that week. They weren't going to take anything for granted. They were looking solely at that game, and the kids were all just incredibly focused.
What was the team motto moving forward into the playoffs?
Well, throughout the whole season, it's been 1-0 each week. And then when we played Ignatius in the playoffs, Coach Lombardo, he started talking about our time. It's our time for our destiny and like our legacy. Ignatius had their run, but now it's St. Ed's. We own Cleveland now.
Week 13 of the high school football playoffs, and it is a renewal of Week 7 as your St. Edward Eagles take on the St. Ignatius Wildcats. The pass incomplete as they were trying to get it to Merriman. A good hard hit by Seamus Kennedy. Bell again, left side, dives over, touchdown Eagles. On Mason going up for the ball. He comes up with a catch. Bell, left side, goes in, roughs up, touchdown St. Ed's. looks, heavy rush, he's gonna go down at the 12-yard line. Coming in on the play is Nate Gregory. Oh, what a big play for the Eagle D. Caught by Grady Lenz-Piper for the touchdown.
Not a large window to drop that ball into, but number 6 does.
Pappas looking to throw. Up the middle, intercepted. Handoff. Bell, touchdown, ball game. We are down to the Elite 8. St. Ed's will take on the Mentor Cardinals. The winner will advance to the state semifinals. Arlen Field here in Mansfield, Ohio, as we get ready for the Division I state semifinal between your St. Edward Eagles and the Gannahana Lincoln Lions. Now they give it to Bell. Bell spins his way to the 30, 35, 40, 44-yard line. Bullock looks to throw. Heavy rush. Looks, fires, has Mason open. He catches it at the 5. He dives in. Touchdown. Bad snap in the air. It's loose, and the Eagles will pick it up at the 21-yard line. Look to throw, looking up the middle, fires, the pass is intercepted!
Johnny Slaper, baby.
Johnny Slaper with an interception and a fumble recovery. They'll go Bullock again, throwing back, 3-step drop, looks, fires the pass. He's got a wide open player. That's Balo at the 20 to the 10. He's gonna score for the touchdown from 48 yards. That will do it. The Eagles are going to head to Canton for a second straight trip, going for another state title in 2022.
All right, Casey, night before the state championship, you're going to bed, put your phone down on the charger. What are you thinking about in that moment?
There was a lot of stuff going through my head. I was just trying to play it down. It was just a normal football game. Same game we've been playing all year. I just needed to get my rest, so I try not to think about it too much.
No, the state championship game was actually on my birthday. So night before, we were actually just celebrating that day with my family. Then as I was going to bed and everything, there was just a bunch of emotions running through my head. I was thinking, man, this is really it. So I knew I had to leave it all out there.
I was a bit nervous for this one just because of the way Springfield matched up with us. Threw for 346 yards on us the year before. They had 3 of their Division I receivers returning. And they had the transfer quarterback who was putting up incredible numbers, 4,400 yards. He had 46 to 48 touchdowns. He was completing 70% of his passes. He had a quarterback rating of 198. So that'll keep you up at night.
From Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio, it is the Division I state championship game as your St. Edward Eagles get ready to tangle against the Springfield Wildcats. This is a rematch of last year's state championship game between the two schools. St. Ed's is making its 9th title game in the state of Ohio. They're looking to go back-to-back again. The last time they did it was 2014 and 2015. It is Bell getting it to the outside, 40, 35. He's at the 30, breaks the tackle on a crossing route. It's Kion Mason with a touchdown! He's out of the pocket. King going after him. He goes down back at the line of scrimmage for an Eagle sack. Shondell Meyer's going to go down for a sack as the Eagles come in with Michael Kilbane.
Also, Wyatt Gideon, I see you working 3-4. Had a way to get after it.
It's Bullock again. He's got an opening. Touchdown, Eagles. pistol formation as they go with Schroedl and Gideon. Here comes Bell, up and over, touchdown, Eagles! 21-7, St. Ed's with the lead here at the half. Heavy rush, he goes down again as it's an Eagle sandwich. Play action, looking, going for Kion Mason. He's open, and he comes up with a diving catch. They're gonna give the ball to Bell. Bell touchdown! As the Eagles answer the touchdown of the Springfield Wildcats, and they now go up 27-14. Here comes the pressure, and another sack! This time by Michael Kilbane, 9 in the game. The Eagles are back-to-back champs, 21-22-6 for St. Ed's. The run continues for Coach Tom Lombardo.
Give me maybe a moment inside of the state championship when you guys won it. What were you feeling? Who were you around? What did it feel like?
I mean, the first thing I remember from winning, the first person I went to was Casey, because I mean, me and him, our whole friendship grew a lot because I didn't really know him. He was a junior, I'm a senior. He was the first person I went to because he's done a lot for us as a team, obviously, just being a quarterback. But his leadership skills, that was really important for us. I mean, he's always the first one out in practice, starting us early. He was a huge part of this year.
I remember you were talking with Coach Pappas after the end of the game. What was that conversation like with everybody after the game?
And he always told me I was gonna be a great player. And like at the end of the game, he was just telling me how all my hard work paid off. He called me a legend at St. Ed's. For him to say that, and he coached so many good players, so many high caliber D1 players and everything. So for him to put me up there with the best of the best, that means a lot to me. I shared moments with Coach Powers, Coach TJ Gallagher, and Coach Rock. I went to Coach Rock first. Me and him were hugging each other because like Coach Pappas, when I was a sophomore, he was always all over me too. And me and Coach Rock, we've loved each other. It's been an honor playing for all the coaches, and I'm going to miss them in the future.
What I'm most proud of is the amount of kids that come back from the recent teams. I invite them all on the sideline. I want them to feel part of it. And they're wearing their rings and they're wearing their college gear. They want them to win as much as those kids playing want them to win. I think when you have that going, you're tough to beat.
You know, Tom is a master motivator, and he knows how to push the right buttons on people. And he does that with these kids. And you know, as we've gone through this playoff run, he continued to reiterate to them, this is our time, this is our time, this is our time. And the kids rallied behind that.